welcome back to Chicks and Tips. We have a different kind of format for you today because we're going to be talking about tents. So it's going to be like a welcome to my crib kind of style. The tents we have in stock are the Nemo tents. So we've got the Hornet, the Dragonfly and the Dagger, as well as the Aurora and the Hornet Elite. So lots of tents, lots of differences. We're going to go through them today. But there's a few features that all Nemo tents have. So I'm going to talk about those. The first one is in new models, they all use a Osmo fabric, so it's a stronger, more water repellent fabric. We've had great feedback on it so far. It's been really great. So that's this fabric down here. And another feature is the mesh. So you've got the no-seam mesh at the top, which is great for privacy, and then the black mesh on top. It goes transparent at nighttime, so you can stargaze, which is really great. All the poles are super lightweight, and it's a really intuitive setup, so it's really quick. Everything is color-coded, so if you take a look down here, you've got this little jack's foot down the bottom, so your poles clip in. These ones are black up the top for those poles to clip in, and then the one at the back here is yellow, so that clips in there. All the Nemos have a lifetime warranty, so they really honour that. They want to make sure nothing ends up in landfill if they can avoid it. Speaking of, they are like one of the top 5 sustainable brands worldwide, like outdoor brands, up there with Patagonia and Cotopaxi, so they're really amazing. But yeah, that is main features of the Nemos. I'm going to let Emily jump in and she can tell you more about the Hornet.
Hey everyone, so the Hornet. So why would you buy a Hornet? So if you're really wanting a ultra light tent, like light, really light, this is the way to go for the Nemo option. It comes in at 1.14 packed weight, and this is the size of the bag, so this can actually pack into the bottom of your pack, so you can put your sleeping bag in your tent. So that this whole design of how they've made it this shape is fantastic. So the Hornet is, if you're not worried about putting your gear on the outside of your tent, so basically once you've got the fly on, it'll sit between the door and within the vestibule space. Also within the tent, you can kind of see like it's quite cozy. You really want to be friendly, really like the person that you're sharing it with, because it's cozy. It does the job for a really ultra lightweight tent, but minimal space and gear on the outside. So that's what I would say to you. If you're going to buy a Hornet, that's what you've got to expect. That you're getting less space, however it's going to do the job. It's a fantastic lightweight tent. If you're wanting even lighter again, you can go for the Hornet Osmo Elite, which you can see here. So this is coming in at a packed weight of 935 grams. So this thing is really light. So exactly the same as this. However, the fabric's a bit different. It's still the Osmo fabric, but it's just lighter again. So you're paying a little bit more for that next level of lightness. So yeah, so Hornets, they come in 1p, 2p. There is a 3p option, but I don't think we have it in New Zealand. So this is for people just really weight conscious and not worried too much about space. Also, the Hornet isn't completely freestanding. So the end, so one end of it is, and then the other end you've got to peg it out. So that would be one of the main differences of the Hornet as well. But yeah, great, fantastic tent. I have one, I love it. Works really well if you're wanting to go to a hut but aren't sure if you're going to get a bed. So you could take like this and it's just no issue carrying it at all. But at the same time, if you just want to take a tent to use all the time, this is still really functional and really great. So yeah, that one.
Cool. So next I'll talk about the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is definitely rated to be one of their best tents. It's a little bit more spacious, as you can see, so you've got a bit more room. Your vestibules, when the fly is open, they're way bigger. You've got heaps of storage in here as well. So if you take a squeeze in here, you've got this gear loft. So you can stuff in spare clothes, you can stick in any bags, and that'll be off the floor, out the way, you know it's not going to get wet. And then up on this end, you've got these little night light things, so you can stuff your head torch in there, so it creates a nice dispersed amber lighting. And then you have a little foam pocket each as well. So that is pretty awesome. Love those. And the dragonfly is completely freestanding. So you've got 2 poles on one side, 2 on the other. That's definitely a key feature for me because I hate pegging stuff out, so I want a freestanding tent. And this comes in only 200 grams more than the Hornet. So you've got quite a bit of extra space, but still nice and lightweight. The next tent, if you pan over here, is the Dagger. So it's a step up again in space. Super luxurious, really spacious. You can easily get 2 people in here, plus all their gear. You've got the same nightlight features on either end for your head torches. And you've got this bar across the top, which gives you heaps of volume. Another really cool feature of the Dagger that I love, it's called a landing zone. It's just this bit of material here. So you chuck it under your fly in your vestibule, so you can pop your rucksack in here, and then it's not going to get wet and muddy, which is great. It's so cool. But this is the tent all packed up. So definitely a bit bigger than the Hornet and the Dragonfly, but still super tiny. And it comes, they've changed all their bags. So instead of being circular stuff sacks, they're rectangular. So they fit, like Em said, they fit in the bottom of your pack really, really well. Like it's crazy. And then this one comes in at, oh my gosh, gram wise, it's only about 1.5 kilos. So again, super lightweight. If you divide it up between 2 people, it's only going to be 750 grams. Yeah, really awesome. Sweet. Pass it back to Em.
So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the footprints. So the Nemo tents don't come with a footprint, and it's optional, an optional extra. I think in New Zealand it's good to have one because we get a lot of wet cold. So purchasing a footprint with your tent is a great idea. It just means, one, it allows for easier cleaning. So you can just like put this down, put it anywhere, and then clean that after you've used your tent, as well as avoiding, otherwise you really do have to avoid like rocky areas and everything. So these just give you that extra scope of where you can put your tent. And I just think with our climate here, it just works better with how much condensation we get. It's a good option to buy a footprint. So each of them come with their own like designed footprint. So you need to factor that into your purchase when you think about getting a Nemo tent. Awesome. Okay, so that's it for today. So we've just gone over all the different options of Nemo tents. There is also an Aurora that I haven't looked at. I think for time we'll just leave it today. But these are their 3 top ultra lightweight tents. We love Nemo here. It's such a great brand. The design is fantastic. The price points are fantastic. So these are all ranging from like 1,000 through to 1,300, but really good value for money, really good guarantees, and really functional, amazing tents. So definitely one to consider. And yeah, so I'm going to check out now, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in to Chicks and Tips on this Friday, and I hope you have awesome adventures this weekend. Cool. See ya.